We're in a rush this week. There's no intro.
That's it. Sorry. You're just getting the song.
You're just getting the song this time. Alright, everybody. We're here.
We're here. Back finally from the fucking far reaches of hell.
Yeah. Forward and back. Yep. Ancestral plane, right?
On the ancestral plane. Yeah, this will be a Black Panther episode.
That'll be at the end, and we'll cover I think we should do the trailers.
Oh, we're gonna do
like miscellaneous shit.
Miscellaneous
tie-ups, loose ends
bullshit
that we've been putting off.
Yes, we've been putting off a couple things. How are you?
I'm alright. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm a little tired. I feel like I'm getting sick.
I mean, I've been sick for a while, so.
That whole, so I downloaded Stardew Valley last night, and it just kind of took over my life, and I didn't get any of my homework done, and I didn't go to sleep till 2 o'clock. But, wow. I see why people like it. It's a very relaxing...
Is it Harvest Moon?
Yeah, it's Harvest Moon, which is really nice.
Right.
But there's, some weird, wizard dude in it, and there's, kind of, mining with monsters and stuff.
Alright.
That kind of it's
gives you a fresh take.
A little Minecraft-y,
okay.
When you go and you fight enemies and you go fucking mine stuff. But yeah, it's cool.
No, that's pretty cool.
All right.
Watched the NBA All-Star game last night.
Who fucking sang it?
It was the national anthem. Oh, that's the only reason I brought this up.
Yeah,
it was Fergie. Oh my god, so it was the worst national anthem ever. I can't sing at all.
But she can sing.
She's a singer. She's supposed to be. The oh my dear lord, the players' faces were making me laugh.
They were trying not to cry.
They were trying not to laugh. She said something, she's like, the home of the free.
And you're just stop.
And you're she's hot dogging it basically.
Yeah,
she's overdoing it. It was no need. It was the worst I've ever.
It was pretty bad.
It was bad. Game was great though. First time it's been actually watchable in a really long time. They actually played defense.
I did not watch it.
And I figured you wouldn't.
I mean,
yeah.
I watched part of the All-Star game when Quavo tricked that girl.
Oh, the celebrity one.
Yeah.
I saw the tweet. She was like, "Apology accepted," and he was groping her.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know.
It's crazy to see how good some celebrities are at basketball, though.
Is Justin Bieber played again, didn't he?
Yeah. I don't know how well everybody did, but some of the highlights, I'm these guys are pretty good.
Sometimes they can dunk and shit still, but I don't know. I mean,
I'm not a celebrity, nor am I any good at basketball.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get to that point. I could be in the All-Star game.
Oh, that'd be cool.
All-Star game. That'd be fun.
Podcasters in the Celebrity All-Star game.
Yeah.
All right, so I have Venom, Infinity Wars, and Ham Solo.
Yeah, Hope Solo, a soccer story.
Hope Solo, Ham Solo, the pig story. I'm concerned that there's no real.
Yeah, there's no publicity.
Advertising, before the Super Bowl.
I saw the trailer when I went to see Black Panther.
They did show it, but
it comes out very soon.
May. I think it's up against Infinity Wars. I think it's the weekend after
why
Infinity
would
Wars.
they cannibalize themselves?
Oh no! It's May.
It's not. I swore it was July.
I don't think so.
No.
Oh, you have the computer, so
yeah. I'm on the
Ham Solo.
Ham Solo, the pig musical. Comes out 2018.
May 25th.
Wow, I've seen nothing to warrant this movie. Tell me that this movie's coming out.
Oh yeah. May. No, that's the biggest thing. They're trying to do two because Infinity Wars is 100% going to still be steamrolling the box office 3 weeks later, which that's all it is. It is 3 weeks.
That's not enough. That's not enough time.
That is not enough time at all. That should have been their June movie. Yeah. It would have been Infinity Wars.
When's
Solo?
That also is May.
But then Ant-Man and the Wasp would have been July. So I feel like Han Solo would have been a nice June movie.
Oh my god, I gotta go see 3 movies.
I gotta go see 3 movies in a month.
May?
Yeah.
Fuck. Not really fuck, but
fuck. Actually, I might not see Han Solo in theaters. I'm gonna put that out there. Nothing really jumped out to me that was it looked good. He doesn't look bad.
It doesn't look like shit. I've seen movies where I'm oh, that looks like shit.
That looks shitty.
50 Shades of Darker. What is
Freed?
Is it the new one?
Whatever it is.
New one. It just seems like a shitty movie, even for what it is.
It's fucking softcore.
But I heard it's not even.
Yeah, I heard it's not
even good softcore.
Well, Penny saw it and she was like, it's not good because the actors don't like each other. Like, the actors fucking hate each other. Like, the lead actors.
That's great.
So they just, like, they have no chemistry. No, she went last night. She went last night, like, right after. Like, we should have walked past each other, like, out of the movie theater, but, like, we just didn't.
I will say that it's just because we were talking about this movie. For I don't know why this came up. I was at the movies, and this man, God bless this man, this woman has herself a keeper by 100%. This man in fucking crutches, a fucking whole lower leg brace from the knee down, sitting upset like he's just sitting in the movie theater lobby when we get to. I go to see Black Panther. I look at him. I can tell he's just like does not want to be there. He's in pain. He sees like his significant other, whatever she is, wife or girlfriend, and he's like, "All right, honey, it's time for the movie." And he goes, "Okay, sweetie," and then he gets off on the crutches and he hobbles his way in there begrudgingly into this fucking 50 Shades Freed.
Good for him.
Bravo, man. We need more like you.
No, well, yeah.
It's nice to be nice to you. It's a treat, you know?
It's nice. But, on a better note, Han Solo, better than 50 Shades Freed.
Well, that's
hopefully.
It can't be worse.
I don't know. It looks interesting. Like that's all really.
Like I'll wait and see.
I like the Lando casting with Donald Glover. I think what is Anton something?
Danny Glover, isn't it?
No, whoever plays Han Solo. Anton.
No, I'm talking about Lando.
No, Donald Glover.
Danny Glover is like the other guy, right? Like the actual. I'm getting too old for this shit.
I think so.
Yeah, okay. I get them confused all the time just because they have very similar names. That's all it is.
Yeah, I mean, the guy who looks like he's playing Han Solo looks okay.
He kind of looks like him.
Kind of looks like him, not really, but like, I don't know, man. Like I said,
the only person who looks better as you go.
Yeah, this is not going to be one of those movies I go first weekend to.
I will see how Infinity Wars and Deadpool leaves me feeling. If it's two great movies, which I'm expecting, then I'm like, there's no way I'm getting 3 in a row. It's like I know that the third one's not. It's going to be middling.
One of these is going to be a stinker.
Yeah.
But speaking of, Deadpool. I forgot to put Deadpool on it. Deadpool.
Yeah, I mean, I've been excited. I mean,
Cable looks really cool. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what storyline they go with.
I think it's gonna be some weird. Everything I've read, it just seems like fucking meme bullshit. That I'm like, this isn't real. I'm like, this totally isn't what the movie is. But it looked good. It was funny. It was taking shots at Justice League.
I laugh at the fucking mustache thing. The person I was with obviously liked that joke.
Yeah.
Like, over the head.
Went over their head.
But like, that's a great dig because even I thought that was funny as shit that they had this. Not trying to CGI a fucking mustache off.
Did you see the fucking somebody with like a $300 computer CGI'd it off better than they did in the movies? Look up this article. They have like a comparison screen by screen. I'm like, this does look better because like once I'm like sitting there looking at it, I'm like, God, that does look bad.
It's bad. Like I like that happened. Because it was like when Josh Whedon came in, and then...
Yeah, well, they brought everybody in for reshoots, and he was shooting Mission Impossible, which he has a mustache in. So
yeah,
he was
you can't shave the mustache off, because then that holds up the whole other movie for so long.
Yeah, he's like, I can't do that. And they're like, alright, we'll just CGI it off. But Deadpool, Terry Crews is in Deadpool? I didn't know that. I'm pretty excited about that.
Who is he? Just...
the dude from, the dad from Everybody Hates Chris.
No, like, the character.
Oh, I have no idea. Nobody knows. There's just like a short scene of him in a plane. Everybody's trying to figure out like what this team is, but like
yeah, and then like the other like it's like Domino's in it, right?
I think Domino. I don't know if we saw Domino. I feel like we probably did. We probably should have rewatched all these trailers.
I remember the Deadpool once said joke where it's like, "What do you mean the CGI's not done?" All right, give me a second. Reach for the sky.
He's playing with
the action figures. Yeah, he's like, regeneration powers activate. You don't say that. Well, shut up. Whatever it is, but
so that looks good. Infinity Wars, short 25-second, 30-second spot at Super Bowl. Ooh, I'm excited. Ooh,
I mean, we could. well, I guess this goes hand in hand with Black Panther. So we'll come back to this one. We'll touch on Venom, and then we'll go back to Infinity Wars because they kind of feed into each other. Being that Black Panther is the last movie.
Movie before Infinity Wars.
Yeah. So
good idea.
Yeah.
Venom.
I'm gonna hold judgment. I will not comment on what I've seen until I see the suit.
Yeah, just don't fuck up the suit.
I have to see it. Like right now, it is what it is. But I have no idea what's going on.
They should have given us one, like, he should have been in the suit. They shouldn't have to give us the full suit, but, like, give us, because, like, in the last scene, you see the fucking symbiote going up his neck when he's in the MRI machine. But, like, fucking give us the money shot. Get us excited. I think Sony should have just been like, here, we didn't fuck this up. Get excited for this.
Yeah, like, or did they fall? I guess, when's that? That's fall?
Something like that.
It's this year, isn't it?
It is this year. I think it's October. I think it's, like, Halloweenish.
Okay. Alright. Is it Agent? We were talking about this before. Is it the Agents of Venom or whatever it is?
No, it is like normal.
It's just him by himself this time?
Yeah, well, I mean, he fights the 5 other symbiotes.
Okay, so it is that storyline. He's not,
not
Agent
Protector.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I get him. Agent Venom's like when he's like in the Shield. That's all I'm talking about.
He's like a fucking
the Venom Force. I think
also, everybody's like fucking saying like Woody Harrelson's gonna play Carnage, but it's like that's the teaser like at the end of the movie. It's like he like meets him in jail or something. He like shakes his hand, and you can see some of the symbiote goes up Woody Harrelson. And I'm like, not my first choice for Cleves Cassidy, but like I think I can live with it. It's not bad.
I liked him in Semi Pro. Semi Pro is one of my favorite movies.
I was looking the dude who played Rorschach in Watchmen. Mm-hmm. He's like fucking. I forget his name. He's fucking crazy. He was fucking nuts in that movie, and he looks like him too. He's got the red hair, so I was like. I'm hoping for that, but like Woody Harrelson's in it, but they're like undisclosed role. That's why everybody's like, it's Carnage, and someone's like, I'm a leaker. My dad works at Sony.
My dad is Sony.
My
dad named Sony after me because my name is Sonny.
Sonny boy.
And we took an N out.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm just more skeptical at this point, which is like...
I need to see, like, anything that resembles a plot.
I just need them to not fuck it up, because this is like... I said this to Jeff in the theaters yesterday. I was like, this is like my favorite, like, villain. I'm like going to be pissed
There's basically my 2 favorite characters, Marvel anyway, Venom and Deadpool. And, like, they didn't fuck up Deadpool
the
first time.
I don't think they're going to fuck up
I don't think they're going to fuck up the second time. They're going to let him do what he wants now after the first one.
I don't think it's going to be... If anything, it might just be, like, a step back. Like, I don't think it's going to be,
at worst,
bad.
It's just a slight step back.
It's either a slight step back or it's better.
Yeah.
I don't think this is, like, you're ever going to get a bad Deadpool movie now.
Yeah, especially since the first one made so much money that they're just going to let Ryan Reynolds
do whatever you guys figure out what the hell you're doing.
Yeah.
Like, you know what's going on, so...
And then, and they really fucked up Venom the first time.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of fucking Eric Foreman being Venom. I just wanted it. My biggest thing was, I was like, fine.
You shouldn't share a screen with anybody. I mean, I've been arguing this Spider-Man 3 film for...
Well, that's... Yeah.
It's been... What has it been? The fucking... over a decade, and I still get robbed.
2007.
I still get robbed. 2007. It's been over a decade. It's 2018.
My biggest thing was just like, just make Eddie Brock bigger than Spider-Man. Don't make him fucking skinny little Eric Foreman. That was my only thing. I was like, I could have gotten around everything else, but I was just like, just fucking, that was bad casting.
It's terrible casting. Terrible casting. It shouldn't, if you want a Sandman, you do Sandman. That's it.
No, there's like this whole, you read all this shit, right? That they rushed Sam Raimi into doing all this stuff. Like,
well, he wanted to do more movies, and they were like, this is the last one. And
yeah,
then he was like, oh shit, and they like forced other things in.
They Venom was going to be like a teaser at the end, and it was just going to be Sandman and like the new Green Goblin, and then it was going to be like Venom in the 4th movie with like Vulture and Mysterio. So like that was like what he was wanted to do, and this like
I don't blame him. I just blame the movie shit.
Oh yeah, garbage. But speaking of what's not garbage,
no, Infinity Wars.
Black Panther. Oh yeah, we'll do it. It looked good. I'm excited. There was like a lot of like it was a lot going on in a short fucking 30-minute thing.
Okay.
I saw the Iron Man bleeding edge armor where it's like all just the fucking like the Black Panther suit. It's like the nanites.
Yeah.
Which is like that's cool. There's been a lot coming out with that. Like a lot, surprisingly, a lot of spoilers come out for movies through the Lego sets.
Yeah, because it's usually the big key scenes that come out.
Big key scenes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it. Okay, hard spoiler. Actually, do you want to know this?
I'll guess. I mean, I knew some of the. Yeah, just go ahead.
It's a hard spoiler, right? Well, the new Hulkbuster set came out, and it's Bruce Banner in it. And everybody guessed that because he was like, I don't want to be the Hulk anymore. But from the trailers, you can see he goes to the Hulk, so you're like, something doesn't match up here.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, it looked good. Again, I forget what the fuck went on during it, but, everybody thought that there was, like, a scene of, like, Black Widow, Captain America, and Falcon walking through a hallway, and, like, people were, like, looking through, like, you could see, like, the space right here in Cap's arm, and they thought it was Captain Marvel's suit, and everybody lost their shit. And I still don't know if they know if it's, like, Scarlet Witch or Captain Marvel. And I'm like...
That'd be a solid debut into the movie. It cuts a lot of filler out of, like...
That's what I thought.
Of the film, of the next one.
I thought...
Of, like, the solo film.
Yeah, spoilers right here, right now. I thought that was going to be the Black Panther end credits.
End credits.
I thought it was going to be Captain Marvel.
Thank God, shout out to that random guy at the theater. If you haven't listened to this, stopped me and said there was a second one. Second end credit scene, was not prepared.
I always look that up. As soon as the movie ends, I'm like, how many are there? And it's like, okay.
The first one happened, and we got up, and we started to leave, and I was like, let me ask this gentleman. And I was like, hey, man, is there a second one? He's like, yeah, there's two, but there's two, man. I was like, okay, thanks.
It's like, I'm going to sit back there.
And I just stood in the back at the theater. But
well, let's go to that. So are we doing spoiler lists?
I mean, I'll give you a quick one before we go on the spoilers. Yeah. I thought it was good. The hype's pretty justified, I feel
Hype is pretty justified. I would say like 90% justified.
Yeah.
95%, you know.
8.5, 9.5 range.
It was
really good. I like the contrast of like the character itself, I guess, is like the tribalistic stuff with like they're also like super futuristic.
It was really pretty. It was like a really nice movie to look at.
Great visuals.
I like the visuals. I like all like the costume design was really good.
Like the lore and stuff's there. Like it makes the world, at least their world, seem really
built the
big.
World really quickly in 2 hours.
And then it really well though too.
Yeah.
On top of it,
they like did. I think Ryan Coogler. That's his fucking name. He fucking killed it. Like that was like that was my biggest thing. Like I said this to. I might have said this to you or Jeff. It was like they introduced so many characters in a short window that I gave a shit about all of them. That's like my biggest thing with some of these. Like I don't give a shit. Like Justice League, it's like I don't give a shit about most of these characters because like, oh, I don't have like a Flash, origin story yet. But like every character they introduced, I was like, okay. I like them.
Yeah,
I like.
God. Yeah.
It's like, oh, this dude. I'm like, so I was cool with all that. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, I mean, Michael B. Jordan was good. A lot of the castings were great.
All the casting was really good.
Mm-hmm. They were all great.
The villains were great in this one. I mean, Claw was like fucking... I'm happy we finally got to see like Ulysses Claw in a movie. And like Michael B. Jordan, fucking Killmonger was insane. It was so good.
Yeah.
We're going to start...
This is probably the spoilers.
Spoilers.
We were already teetering.
In 3, 2, 1. I don't care why I'm pissed about the villains. One, didn't have to kill Claw. That's like one of Black Panther's like biggest fucking like villains. Like that's like one of his like top
it's like
villains in his rogue gallery. I was just like that was unnecessary. I'm like I get it. He had to come into Wakanda, and that was the only way he was going to get in. But I was like, fucking...
Couldn't he just get in because he had the...
Yeah, and I was like, what about
the
fucking tattoo? And I'm just like, alright, this is fucking dumb. I was upset about that. I wanted to be upset that they killed Killmonger. So basically, I saw Killmonger, like, when they were walking out, I was like, oh, fuck, know what's going to happen here? He's going to be Vegeta. They're going to be fucking mortal enemies, and then they're going to be, like, kind of friends.
Yeah, I thought he was going to live at the end. I thought he was going to help him, and then he was going to realize the error of his ways, and just let him stay there, and then if he ever needed help, he would kind of, like...
That line at the end, though, was like, I just throw me in the ocean, because rather, like...
Yeah.
Like, I guess my ancestors were in bondage, and then they'd rather die than be in bondage, and I was like...
Damn.
Fuck. I was like, his whole, like, character motivation was great. He was
it wasn't actually like, oh, he's bad just because he's bad. It was like at least purpose.
He's like bad because like he saw all this shit and he's like, I want to fix it. And he's like, we have the power to fix it, but nobody wants to.
I mean, he's gonna fix it in the wrong way.
Yeah, well, yeah, but
the
yeah.
So now, like at the end, I guess this is just gonna skip all around.
Yeah, we're gonna jump around.
So like he leaves there. I'm assuming they're only exporting like the good stuff, like medicine.
I don't know if they're giving vibranium to people. I don't think I think they're probably giving the technology that has the vibranium in it to people.
I would assume you wouldn't give the weapons away.
I don't think you're giving the weapons.
I feel like you would just give like how they
I think
killed
it's
the guy with
aided
the bullet.
shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, we'll put that out there. The first extra credits, post-credit scene was him just talking with the UN. That could have totally just been at the end of the movie. I don't think that needed to be its own scene.
I liked where it ended though, where he was in Oakland at the building.
Yeah.
And like that shit basketball court with the basket like tied to the
Yeah.
thing. I like that. Like there, I mean, maybe if you switch the order, like you went to the UN first and then did this or that.
That was my thing.
I kind of like agree with that. I mean, like some of it's like ridiculous, but there's just so many, and like some of it is like, okay.
This was just the first, like, I think, post-credit where I, like, saw something that didn't get me, like, hyped up for the next movie. Like, not that I'm not hyped for Infinity Wars, but it's like, oh, like, hello, Sergeant Barnes, you're not dead. It's like, yeah, we knew that. He's just like, we're gonna make sure you're good.
Yeah, he's not under Hydra control anymore.
The White Wolf thing was weird, because that's, like, another Black Panther character that was, like, his adopted white brother. And they called him the White Wolf, so I'm like... Okay, they changed a lot of like names, and the fucking what's his name, M'Baku, like that was like, I mean it makes sense because in the comics his name was Manabe, like that was his villain name, which like it makes sense that they changed it.
Yeah, that's not.
I wanted him to be in the costume though, because the costume's really cool looking. It's like a big white gorilla, like suit,
like kind of like the rug in it. Like,
yeah, kind of like that. It's
okay.
like cool, and at first he was a really cool character too, because at first he was just like, oh, he's some jabroni that lives in the mountain. And what are they? Like, the Jabari?
Yeah, Jabari.
The jabroni tribe who lives in the mountain.
Jabroni.
And then when they went to visit him, he was actually like really funny. It's like, oh, if you say one more thing, we're gonna eat you.
He's like, no, we're all vegetarians.
It's like, no, we're vegetarians. We're kidding.
He like really laughed. Yeah, I mean, for him like challenging the throne, it wasn't actually a dick when he went up there. Like they saved him basically.
Well, no, that was like, I think like the whole thing with that, it just shows like, hey, you know, I want this, but like I respect.
It's respect at the same time. Yeah.
Well, that's like they were saying. He was just like, I didn't yield, and I'm not dead.
Yeah.
I was like,
he's true. It's correct. He wasn't dead.
There were a bunch of good like one line, like when Killmonger came in, and he was like, "Hi, Auntie," and like everybody lost it.
Yeah.
That was the other thing. This is one of those movies that I'm happy I saw with like a packed theater, but I also need to go see it in like a very people.
Yeah, like...
people were talking. There was a lot of clapping when shit would happen. That was the thing. It wasn't even like no.
I haven't been in a theater where there's been clapping or anything. I mean, mine was pretty tame, to be honest.
No, people like it wasn't even like people were clapped at the end. Like,
no,
when he won,
you're like, yeah.
It was like every
I know
time
you're talking.
Shit, they were fucking
like when he comes in there and he like he froze, didn't he? Ooh,
yeah, it was like shit like that.
Yeah, but like okay, I know what you meant.
Where was I gonna go with that? I forget what I was just about to say.
You need to see it by like with
I need to, but there was something like
they were like, you had a nice crowd reaction.
Yeah, and like some
crowd
of
was
it,
involved.
Some of it was just annoying, and like some of it was when I realized where they were going with stuff. That was the only thing. There were a couple points where like he falls off the waterfall. I'm like, all right, well, who's gonna find him? I'm like, somebody's gonna find him.
Well, he can't be dead.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's like every fucking thing.
Yeah, I'm like somebody's gonna find. And then when they were like. When he explained, like, when the girl explained...
That's the problem. That's, like, the inherent problem with any of these Marvel movies, where you know that, like, for example, like, oh, well, you were even saying, like, the after credits scene doesn't get me excited. We knew that already. Like, you know some of the things you can't be true. Yeah. So, like, that's what I mean. Like,
the one where his sister's talking to Ross, and he's just like, oh, how do you get these trains to go? It's like, oh, we, like... vibrate the vibranium or something. I'm like, that's gonna come back in something. I'm like, this is not a one-off thing, or they wouldn't mention it, and that's what comes back for the final fight. So it's just like little nitpicky bullshit.
I liked it though. It was a cool ending. He flips the knife up and stabs him.
It was cool.
The suit was weakened. Yeah.
Some of the fighting was like a little.
It wasn't as much as like at least between them two, because you figure since they both had like the heightened senses of like the spirit or whatever, that You could do a little bit like.
I was hoping they were just gonna.
It was more of a bare knuckle brawl.
I was hoping they were gonna just duke it out, but in the suits for a while, and then like fall down. They were just gonna beat each other's ass in the suits.
Yeah.
It's also weird, like when you see somebody get stabbed or slashed, that there's no blood. But that's just like a PG-13 movie. Nah, there was like.
Oh, I thought the suit was like wet. I mean, he was wearing a black suit.
Well, no, like out in like the battle, and like people would get slashed, and like you could see someone got slashed by a spear. It's just like, oh, my shirt got cut. And it's like sometimes you have to like be like, especially in a movie like this, Mario got to say like, you know, maybe we can't do PG-13 like kid-friendly one on this because it's like there was just a lot of like.
The weapons aren't really like even as they're more gory weapons. Like they're mostly knives, and it's like some sort of blade. Yeah, and it's not like a Age of Ultron or an Avengers where you're fighting aliens and robots who don't bleed that you could just fucking tear them apart. And it's like, oh, that's cool. This was like, oh, like I slashed another person and there's no blood, and like that was weird to me. What are you, Mortal Kombat? I'm just saying, it was just. What are you, Mortal Kombat critic from like late '80s, early '90s? There's no blood. Where's the blood code? He used to just sweat profusely. They would hit him and be like, ugh! And it'd just be like white, or it'd be like blue. I love this little sister. I love their dynamic. She was a really good comic relief. Are they setting her up to be the next Black Panther? Yeah, I think so. I think she takes up the mantle at some point. Because she did in the comics. Like, at some point, she became Black Panther. Which I think it would be, if they're on, like, you know, a woman of color, I think that'd be a great rule to go. Just don't fucking kick Chadwick Boseman out too early. Because as much as I liked her, I really like Chadwick Boseman. He's the man. I think he's cool as shit. His accent is so good. He was at the fucking dunk. This is back to the beginning. The dunk contest. And Victor Oladipo went over to him and he put the mask on him. And then they were like... they do the fucking... the fucking arm cross shenanigans. Very special guest. Very special guest. Hello. Review Black Panther. What's your take? Never seen Black Panther. I'm gonna. Okay. Bye. See you, Dan. Bye. I'm leaving that in. And we're back. I'm leaving that in. Somebody just wandered on set. Yeah, his sister was cool. I really I thought they had a really nice dynamic. Like they worked well together. Oh well. This brings it up because so I just gotta say the "what are those" joke. It's like, okay, in the context, sure, fine, I'm with you. We're the same page, but it dates the movie really badly now. In the grand scheme of everything, I think they could have. This movie's from there. They could have added. He's like, what, and just be like, oh, it's just like some joke, kids. Never mind. Like they could have thrown something like he didn't know what they were talking about. Yeah, or she's just like it's a joke that never mind. And then what are those? I like the sneakers. It's like I call them sneakers, and then yeah. Whoa, the sneakers joke. Masterpiece. Nobody said anything, and then I kind of got it. I choked, and I was just and then everybody started laughing, and I was like, okay. It was funny because what are those joke happened? I was just like, and then she's like, I call them sneakers, yay! And then I started laughing at the sneakers joke. I'm like, it goes the meme humor is funny when it's fresh-ish kind of. They age badly. A spicy meme. Yeah, but they age badly. The jokes mostly. Oh yeah. The puns are forever. So. Puns are forever. I thought the part with the suit when she was filming it, he was like, "Why are you filming?" It's for research. Delete that. Yeah, she was really funny. What was her 3 suits? It was the old one. There's the old one, and then the one that he wears, and then the one yellow Jaguar Killmonger suit. Okay. Which I don't know if they ever called him that, but I think that was how he was advertised, was yellow Jaguar. I'm still pissed. They shouldn't have. I mean, they should have killed him. I mean, he kind of had that. But it seemed he wasn't gonna reform himself. So I guess he was kind of. But he was too good. That's the fucking saddest part is that we'll never fucking see him. Well, I guess they were I read it on Reddit. They were like, oh hey, you could see him in the fucking astral plane because he was the Black Panther. And I was like, okay. I mean, I guess, but
Marvel should just stop killing their villains because I think they've been really doing.
They've been using villains that aren't like your top build villains because in reality they don't have access to them. Dr. Doom.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like,
but then they've been killing off the ones that I've found most convincing.
Yeah, there's a lot of I think they've been doing really well with the Phase 3 villains. I think Zemo, one of my favorites. Vulture, also one of my favorites. Ego is all right.
Ego's okay.
Hela was good.
Yeah, for what she was.
What it was. Fucking Killmonger was great.
A lot.
Was amazing. I feel like I'm missing somebody.
I'm hoping this new Ant-Man one.
I don't know about the new Ant-Man one. But yeah, and then Thanos is gonna Phase 4. Yeah. Well, Thanos is gonna be like, oh hey, fuck off! I'm the best villain you've ever seen on fucking.
No, I'm hoping that's the case.
Screen ever.
Because I thought Loki was great in the beginning, and then it's been he's been in every movie.
I still think Loki in the first movie was really good.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And then he's also a Vegeta character. He's I'm bad, but he's I'm kind of good sometimes. And you're like, okay, well just fucking pick one. Yeah, it was really I'm gonna go see it again, and then I don't know if in a future episode, if anything jumps out at me, I'll definitely try and mention it.
We'll definitely point it out.
But yeah, casting was really good. The world building was incredible for 2 hours. I think that's probably the best time they've built up. Because
that's what I found. At least because this is somewhat because they're still under the Disney umbrella. With Star Wars, I found 7 and 8, the world building is pretty shitty.
Yeah.
To be honest, in comparison to it's as shitty as the prequels are in general. The worlds feel
big,
really big, even though they focus on bullshit.
8 felt there's 3 planets.
It's the Hoth clone where it's salt.
The gambling planet.
The gambling one where it's the whole planet's just.
And then the Luke Skywalker planet.
Yeah,
that was it. And then everything else was in ships.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, I think for it being oh hey, nobody's ever fucking heard of Wakanda, they basically took it. It was nice. This is cool. So I like the war rhinos. War rhinos were fun.
Dude, when they called in the rhinos, it was yeah.
I was I don't know what the fuck's happening. It was he did the horn. I'm does he have more people? And then I was oh.
Yeah, I was what the fuck is gonna happen?
It was funny when he went to run over M'Baku and Ioki. I don't know. I feel I definitely pronounced it. That was the only thing. There were a lot of names.
So if you could put the character and I could tell you the relation.
I could 100% tell you
what they were, what they did. The names are escape me basically. Besides T'Challa.
Nakia was the girlfriend, the girlfriend at the end. Suri was his sister, right? There were 2 names with a new R.
Well, what's the one's it's not his lover. It's a really weird way to put it. The one's his ex-girlfriend that is his girlfriend.
Nakia.
That's Nakia.
That's her.
And then I guess Suri's the daughter.
Suri's the sister.
Yeah.
And then Ioki, whoever the general was, when he was she steps in front of it and the rhino just stops and starts licking his face.
Lover.
But they called each other lover. I'm oh, this is nice.
When the rhino licked his face, I actually was.
I was crying. I was oh shit! I forgot that they were together or something.
But yeah, remember because they were oh my something because he called her and
said, oh,
for Wakanda,
I'll do anything.
I'll do anything. That's a terrible impression.
It was cool that to see that they were all basically it was very very nationalistic. I love my country, and I'm I don't feel that, but it was cool.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I feel that strongly to They were very ritualistic.
Ritualistic. I feel
very traditional. They're very stick to the culture.
Stick to the culture. I like that. It was also cool. I would like to sit and do some research probably. I think that's probably the right word. See if what Coogler took
Yeah, which one he took. I was told that the best Black Panther comics were the ones where they focus more on him being the king more so, and then he's the hero really the in the suit very separate.
I hope whatever Black Panther 2 we get a lot more kingly T'Challa.
His royalty.
His royalty. His kingliness.
Your kingliness.
But I'm hoping we get more of that. And if it's a more politically driven movie, I think that could just be also very interesting.
Well, the difference is because you can only make so many action movies. You gotta put some spins on these things to keep them
like
fresh.
Ant-Man and the Wasp. It's like a heist movie.
Yeah.
And like you do like comedy based movies. So I think like a political-ish drama would be. I think that could be cool.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely worth a shot versus like you gotta keep the genres like somewhat open. Like Thor and the Hulk or Thor Ragnarok was like the buddy cop movie. You're saying Ant-Man's Wasp like the heist movie. It's gonna be like Oceans.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like in Oceans. There was another one that I just had that I just can't fucking even think of. Apparently the Black Widow one's gonna be like a spy movie or like which makes sense. So it's like this could be the one that would make sense to be like, oh, you don't even go like a 75-25, you go like a 60-40. Yeah. Like more so people like him interacting. And then you just fucking go from there. I think this also sets the tone a little bit different for Infinity Wars. I see everything a lot differently than I did from the trailers. I'm a lot more excited because it's I think it'll be cool to see how he kind of gets everybody together and is like, holy shit, we all need to work together right now.
So going into this, so only 5 of the stones are accounted for, right? 2 are with Doctor Strange. The Tesseract.
One's with Doctor Strange.
I think there's 2. I think the Eye of Agamotto's
one. Eye of Agamotto's one.
And I think there's another one that's with him.
Because
it's like the staff that he has. I think he has 2.
Because there's one in Vision's head. The Tesseract.
Yep.
The Aether. Mm-hmm. The purple one.
I think Strange
has... The Time Stone.
I feel like Strange has 2. One's in the Eye of Agamotto.
One's in Vision's... I think so. Thanos, I think, has... He got the one from the Collector, which was the one in...
Yeah, there's the one in the Guardians of the Galaxy. Let's see. According to this, they're... Okay, this is a terrible
This
page.
is not loading.
I'm sorry, fandom.com.
Your fandom.
I just want the locations. They gave me the... Okay, here we go. That's a little bit better. Thank you, TheVerge.com. Nope, I'm sorry. I take my apology. Okay, there's the Tesseract, the Aether.
He has so the Collector...
The Collector is the Aether, right?
Yeah. This one...
The Orb was in the Guardians of the Galaxy.
That was what the Nova Corps has that.
Yeah, Loki, Scepter, and the Vision. Okay, that's the one in Vision's head.
The Mind Stone.
The Soul Stone's not in the films, and then this one's from... The Time Stone's with Doctor Strange.
Yeah, it's in the
Eye of Agamotto.
It's in the Eye of Agamotto. So I think the Soul Stone's under the fucking flower bed.
It's either under the flower bed or he's already going to have it, and they're not going to introduce it. It's one or the other.
I think the point is that that's why they're invading Wakanda, because that's where the last one is.
He figures out that it's there.
I think he figures out that it's there.
I think they don't know it's there.
I don't think he knows it's there. I think that's going to be his Angela Bassett's going to be like... Yeah, son, I'm going to show you some ancient,
something
ancestral text or something. And it's going to be like them holding, the fucking
Soul Stone.
Infinity Stone. And it'll be like, oh, shit. Yeah, that was my only, sitting there, and I was just like, where the... Because that's what I was looking for. I was like, they got to show. They got to fucking... I'm like...
Yeah, where is it? I was looking in the background. I was like, oh, is this, somewhat hidden? Well, why does he only take 1 flower?
That was my thing.
At least 2, right?
I see, it was risky to,
take any
to try and get more, but taking the one, I was like,
well, because then you have to use that one, and then there's no more left, so that whenever he's dead,
no more Black Panthers. They gotta find a way to make more of them. They gotta grow back.
They got seeds, right? Is it the thing?
You would think they would have seeds, the vault.
Is it like the America has that, right? Or
yeah,
it's every single thing they have.
It's in
seeds.
Fucking Antarctica. It's they have this fucking vault that the whole country or the whole world put all their fucking seeds and shit in.
Yeah, just if anything ever went and stopped growing, when it extinct,
they could go get
start it again.
X amount of seeds and regrow it. But because that was the only thing. It was the orange soil and stuff, and I was like. Is it? I'm like, it's got to be here. I'm like, that's the only. This would make sense.
It's the only thing that makes the most sense in terms of.
Because I don't think it's in the vibranium.
Yeah, people were saying the two predominant theories I've heard. Under my impression in the movie Leaving that it was it involved the flowers.
I think it was
because
the flowers.
the powers of the stone involve like using your soul and be able to contact like it will be, and that's it literally just makes you go to the ancestral plane.
That's like the exact,
and that's like the fucking power of the stone. So I'm like, oh, this makes so much sense for it to be there. I mean,
in the middle of the meeting,
is he gonna just have the stones? Like, is he only gonna need to take visions? Like, is Thanos gonna come and he's already gonna have 2?
I think he's already gonna have 2. I think they're
gonna
have
3. I think he's gonna have 3 of them. With that, I'm gonna say that right now because I think he has the Tesseract immediately at the end because of Ragnarok at the ending. That's his ship.
I think that would be 2 because he has the purple one, which he gets from the Nova Corps. Actually, yeah, you're right. I think he gets 3. I think he's gonna have the Aether, the purple one,
and the Tesseract,
and
he's gonna be missing visions and the Soul Stone, right?
And the Time Stone.
And the Time Stone.
Yeah. Because I know, like, whatever they had, like, a synopsis came out of everything. That, like, it was basically the whole movie, which, I mean, it's going to be a good movie if it follows it.
I mean, it's like...
No, somebody wrote it, like, fucking line for line, like, had a full fucking...
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to get into... I'm like...
No, we're not going to do that, because I'd actually... I don't want to...
There's just a point where, like, the Guardians, like, go and they, like, get to... They're, like, 2 steps behind, and they're like, oh, fuck, we realize what he's doing. And that's all. And then like he comes to Earth. So it's gonna be a spicy fucking movie.
It's a doozy, right? It's gotta be like 3 hours long.
That's what I was talking with Jeff. He was like, "How long?" I was like, "They can make it fucking 4 hours," and I would sit there.
It has
joyfully.
to be. It has to be really long, right?
I think they should. I was saying at least upwards of Black Panther runtime, which was 2 hours and 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Upwards.
Okay.
I would be fine with 3 hours.
I think it needs to be closer to 3 hours. It wasn't it 2 films, or am I thinking Justice League?
No, it was supposed to be part 1, part 2,
right? Yeah.
Which it still kind of is, but like it's under a different name.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm like that's all. You know what? At this point, it's 3 more months, right? March, April, May.
Yeah. Oh shit, that is. I keep thinking it's fucking March already.
Dude, February's been going quick. It's weird.
It's a short month.
It's I mean, like, relatively, like, I felt like January dragged on, and it's only 3 days longer.
Yeah, I mean, January's a rougher time. I mean, even, like, on a personal level. It's really shitty.
Just everything.
Shitty ring into the new year, but, year's turning around, seems like.
Year's fucking turning around, baby.
Oh, wee.
We're going to Air Express.
Keep your head up. Oh, yes. Oh.
Air Express. Oh, that'll be fun.
There'll be an episode.
You'll get an episode during Air
There's definitely going to be one.
So Air Express is basically like this big bar crawl in Philly during the whole month of St. Patrick's Day. Like they do it every weekend but St. Patrick's Day weekend.
I like that. The whole month of St. Patrick's Day.
Also, no, it's weird. We don't have off today.
No, we don't.
Like, people have off today.
Everybody in my house is off today. I was only me and my and me only one person, the person at work, and they like just drove me.
I fucking like sucks. I mean, I only have one class. I mean, I really don't have to go.
We've been off for so much though.
No, fuck them. The Super Bowl doesn't count.
No, it doesn't. The city was closed. That was a fun time, Super Bowl. I think we talked about that already.
Yeah, we talked about it with Chris?
Is that? That was before.
Oh, that was before the parade.
Oh.
You might have to save that.
That'll be. I'm gonna table this one.
Yeah,
we'll come back to that one. It'll be an Air Express because every time I do something, or at least me, I like remember my best drunk moment of like every time I go out. They've been steadily getting like better.
We had,
in my opinion, but slightly worse.
We had a couple good ones. Like.
Yeah. We'll just save them. We'll save them. We'll keep you hanging on for more. But, all right.
All right, guys.
Bye.
See you soon. Hope you liked it. Go see the movie.
9 out of 10, I'd say.
Yeah, 9 out of 10. Go give the mouse your $1.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.